All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy. Listen, I'm talking about the first episode of Rent a Girlfriend Season 4, Cour 1. This is something I wasn't going to do, but I decided to do it after the whole situation that went down with 380. We're on 383 now, as far as chapters go, and things are kind of like slowly settling down, but that's besides the point. We're talking about Season 4 of what's going on in this arc, right, in particular. So the first like 10 seconds, I guess you could say, has Kazuya running up the stairs and he's just talking about he's on his way to get rejected by Chizuru. I don't know why this scene in particular had to be the one like to make it. It could have been anything. It could have just been like the Fun in the Sun episodes, scenes and all that stuff. It could have been any of that stuff. Like, why this one in particular? Like, we get it. We get it that they're like the end game. But come on, like, don't do this to me, the studio. Don't do this to me. Anyway, besides that little bit right there, things go back to Kazuya waking up in his apartment. Hot as hell, by the way. And, he got Morningwood. Studio decided to give us a crotch shot of this man on hard. Like, I was like taken aback. I was like, why would they put this in here? No one wanted this. I can tell you right there. I can take cleavage and upskirts and all that stuff, but a crotch shot from a man, as a male viewer, we don't want to see that shit. But what makes it even funnier, again, this is like the first 2 minutes of like this episode. This man starts beating it. Boots up a porno, starts beating it. I'm just like, oh my God. The only difference between the anime and the manga is that Sumi doesn't appear to censor what's going on. Now in the manga, Sumi doesn't appear. It's just straight porn. Like, it shows it removes the nipples and all that shit, so, it doesn't get categorized as something else. This episode begins at the end of chapter 167, and it ends officially at 171. This is just like the first episode, so that's like 4 chapters or 3 1/4 for your viewing pleasure. If you want to check it out and see the differences and all that stuff, there's not much difference. They're all like pretty much adapted correctly. I have no issue with that. It's just funny that the studio had that crotch shot. It just scarred me for life, you know what I'm saying? But again, after the events of 380 and everything like that, I know people are gonna be like, oh, I still hate this series and everything. Overall, this product, the first episode in general, was good. It gets 8 out of 10 for me, just because I've read like up to 383, so I'm fine. I know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers if you're expecting that. This is just my thoughts on the first episode. You're looking in the background right here, you can see Kazuya saying Rent a Girlfriend is back. It's actually pretty funny because the next person who talks, because this is like Kazuya's bit, I believe it's Minnie. Minnie says, thanks to our viewers and everything like that, which shows that Rent a Girlfriend is popular as hell than people give it credit for. People keep saying, oh, why does it keep getting more seasons? Well, it's pretty popular, and then folks are like, people in Japan are like cooks and all that. I'm just like, no, people just like a series that like continues on. The same thing as One Piece. One Piece continues on. That shit should have ended way long time ago. Why the hell is it 1,000 chapters in? Like, bro, it's taking you this long to find some fucking treasure? Like, are you serious? Bro, come on, man. But I know people are gonna say, it's different between the genres. Rom-com should have ended way back when. They bring up Nagatoro, they bring up Uzaki, they bring up Komi and the rest of them, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. Be mad that your series is not even like still going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can really say. But again, I have no issues with the first episode. It was good. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out. The only thing I really have an issue with, and the crotch shot wasn't even really an issue, it's more of the design detail that they put in to like the character clothing. And I know the difference between illustrations, which have a lot more detail into it, compared to like the anime adaptation, which is going to be like really bland looking. And Chizuru and her little sweater-ish top that she had on towards the end, I was just like, I don't know. It doesn't really look as stylish as it does in, the manga. But I mean, it wasn't even that much, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's all I really got. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, comment, let me know what you think about the product overall. If you read chapter 380, let me know what you think about that too. I'll love to discuss that with people. Again, I'm taking a step back from defending fictional content that I don't make. You know what I mean? I'm taking a step back because that's making me look like a do-gooder, and I'm anything but that. Follow on socials, love to hear from you on there, tweets, you know, that type deal. Until next time, holla at your boy. I'm gonna get on off here.